Alrighty, hello there. My name is James, and today we're going to be learning about trigonometric ratios in right triangles. Okay, here's a problem I got from Khan Academy. It's asking us find the tangent of theta in the triangle. Okay, this is a triangle it is referring to. And what does it mean to find the tangent of theta? Well, before we can find the tangent of theta, you have to understand Sohcahtoa. Okay, it's not an English word. I think it's from another planet. So I'm gonna write it down. It's called Sohcahtoa. Sohcahtoa. Okay, and this word is very special because it has 3 capital letters in the middle of it. Okay, now what does it mean? The S stands for sine, C stands for cosine, and T stands for tangent. Okay, and the letters next to these capital letters represent what we're gonna do. Okay, so in this scenario we have tangent of theta, right? So we're actually gonna look at Sohcahtoa, and we're gonna look at this part right here. Okay, toa. So tangent, T, is equivalent to opposite over adjacent. Okay, so the O stands for opposite, A stands for adjacent. Okay, so we can write it kind of like this: O over A. This is what tangent equals. Do that. Okay, so let's look at this triangle again and see if we can solve the problem. Okay, so tangent is equivalent to O over A. And now let's just find O over A, and we can solve the problem. Okay, so here's theta. What is opposite? So let's look for this opposite first. What is opposite to the theta we have here? Well, we know this is the hypotenuse, this 17, this is hypotenuse because it is the longest side. This is the opposite, this 8 right here. This is opposite. Whoops, that's not a very good circle, but no worries. That's perfectly fine with me. And this is adjacent because it is adjacent to our theta. Okay, great. So we have our hypotenuse, adjacent, opposite. We labeled them the right way. And now let's find the answer. So we're looking for O, and O is 8. And we need 8 over our adjacent. We figured out adjacent is 15. So if we look over 8 over 15, we can see B is the right answer. Great. And another really great way to remember Sohcahtoa is what do you do when your toe hurts, right? I'm gonna do my best to draw a toe. Okay, that kind of looks like a toe, right? Yeah, okay, that's, I'm sorry, but your toe, what does it do when it hurts? You soak it. You soak the toe in water, okay? So, forgive me for my drawing, but this is just, I'm trying to find the mnemonic, I don't know what it's called, to help you remember this word, Sohcahtoa, okay? What do you do when your toe hurts? You soak it. You Sohcahtoa, okay, in water. Or other liquid if you can find another liquid, okay? So this is the answer, okay? 8 over 15, we look at Sohcahtoa, we're looking for tangent, T, tangent is opposite over adjacent, and we found opposite over adjacent, 8 over 15, okay? And it's B. Let's go do another problem, shall we? Alright, here is another problem we have. Here's a triangle, and the problem is asking us find sine of theta in the triangle. So we're looking for sine. So let's write down Sohcahtoa again. Usually when you work with trigonometric functions, or trigonometric problems, I should say, you're gonna work with Sohcahtoa. Okay, so you should start remembering it pretty soon. So we wrote down Sohcahtoa, that's great, and we're looking for sine. So you can see the first letter of sine is S. So obviously we're going to be working with this section of Sohcahtoa, okay? And what is sine? It's opposite over hypotenuse. So we can write it like this, opposite over hypotenuse. And yeah, let's write S equals opposite over hypotenuse. So here's our theta, and it's asking us find the sine of it, okay? So let's find, you know what, let's label our triangles first, okay? So this is adjacent, because it is adjacent to the theta. Hypotenuse, we're gonna write down H for hypotenuse, because it is the longest side in our triangle, okay? And we're gonna label this O, because, well, it's the only side left, and it's opposite. Opposite over hypotenuse, okay? So obviously our opposite is right here, which is 12. We can write that down over here, 12 over what? Our hypotenuse is 13. So let's do that. Let's make our one a little bit more fancy. So our thingamabobber, sine, equals 12 over 13. That is our answer. So, yeah. You don't really even need a calculator, which is excellent. How cool is that? Well, the real answer would be sine. You would write it down, get it like a parentheses, and then put 12 over 13. That would be the real answer that your teacher wants you to write down. So this is the right answer. This is kind of like a more cheesy answer, so don't focus on that. This is the answer that your teacher will want you to say. Okay, pretty easy. Let's keep doing some more problems because this is actually pretty fun. Okay. Okay, here is our third problem. We have another triangle, and what's cool is I was able to screenshot our list of possibilities. Okay, so here's another triangle. It's asking us find the cos of theta in the triangle. Now, I'm not really saying this part right. I don't know what this symbol is, but I will get you the right answer. Don't worry. Okay, so this is really not important. This is just some kind of variable placeholder thing to help us distinguish what we're looking for. Okay, whatever. So we have a triangle cos. So let's write down Sohcahtoa again. Sohcahtoa. Nice. Very, very nice. So obviously we're looking for cos. So we're actually gonna just box it just for easier views. So we got cos, write that down, equals adjacent over hypotenuse, okay? So pretty much you get the first letter, put it on top, get the second letter, put it on bottom, okay? This applies to all three words of Sohcahtoa. So O over H, A over H, O over A, okay, for all the functions. So now we got our function labeled up or whatever, and now let's just plug in the values. So, you know, let's label our triangle first. That usually works a little bit better. So what is the longest side of our triangle? It is this one, 25. So that is obviously has to be our hypotenuse. And on the adjacent of this theta is going to be A, of course, because it's adjacent. And opposite is the last one, so I gotta go over here, okay? So we're looking for A over H. A is 24, as you can see. If you can't see, then I'm sorry. Over H, so 25. Okay. And what we're gonna do is cos. Let's see if I can write this tiny cos. 24 over 25. This is the answer that your teacher will want you to see. Man, I have so much extra space over here. Yeah, I'm drawing in this tiny little area. Oh my goodness, I need to learn stuff. Okay. So the answer is cos 24 over 25, okay, which is D. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the next problem. Alright, here is the next problem. There's no multiple choice for this one, so it is very scary, okay? Find tangent of theta in the triangle, okay? So I'm sure you're kind of tired of me hearing Sohcahtoa, but I have to write it down, okay? I have to. There's no other way but to write it down, okay? Okay, so it's asking us to find tangent, so we're gonna box this baby up. Right there. Okay, great. And it's O over A, as you can see, because Toa. Here's our theta. Let's find the hypotenuse. It's this one right here because it is the longest side. Adjacent is always right over here because if you look at the theta, it's just, you know, right next to it, okay? And opposite is always the last one. It's kind of like the opposite. It's like, see how far away it is? It's like, oh my goodness, so far away. So, yeah, we're looking for tangent over A. So O is 21. And O over A is 20. Okay, so our answer is 21 over 20. And the way your teacher wants you to write it is like this. Kind of like that. Okay. And then box this up and you'll be good to go. You'll get 100% on your test. So that's the answer to this problem. Okay, let's do one final problem and we should be good to go. Okay, this is our last problem. So if you're sticking with me this far, congratulations. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, so it's asking us to find sine. We already know that sine is O over H because Sohcahtoa. So let's label our stuff. This is hypotenuse. It's the longest side of the triangle. Adjacent is going to be the one right next to it. And opposite is usually the one that's really far away. Okay? Great. So O over H is 15 over 17. Okay? Over H. So let's write it down. 15 over 17. And it's going to be sine. So this is the answer. How cool is that? And congratulations. Thank you for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.